Welcome back to Bravo Breaking News. I am your host, Kim, back with another episode of Unpopular Opinions, where I break down all the top Bravo news and moments of the week, and of course, give my opinions on them all.
That's my opinion!
I hope you all had a great weekend and are ready to dive into everything going on in the Bravo world. We have some updates regarding the Valley cast, as well as a lot going down in the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills universe. We got some new casting rumors I want to get into, as well as some Love Island drama. I don't know if you guys have been following the whole Kenny and Janae saga, but there is a lot to discuss there, and I'm going to get into it all. But before I dive in, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any Bravo breaking news. Okay, so I know last week we talked all about the closure of Jax's Studio City, but we have some updates that honestly have me cackling. I don't know if you guys saw either one of these, but if you need a laugh, I'm going to give it to you right now. Okay, so we all know that Jax's closed last weekend. The sign was taken down. It was spotted being taken down. But then for some reason, we got an update that it was actually put back up on the building. This was after we found out that Jax was supposedly stepping away from the bar, so we knew it wasn't like reopening or anything. But this week, we got confirmation as to why the sign was going back up. And I'm pretty sure that is because Jax Taylor told them to, because he wanted to be there for the ceremonial of taking down the sign and call the paparazzi on himself.
Hey Jax, good to see you.
Hi.
Yeah, there were paparazzi cameras. We had E! News there and TMZ watching Jax taking down the sign. He was there posing for pictures with it. I'm not sure that any of this was necessary, but they did interview Jax and his business partner, Leo.
By the way, this is Leo. He's my business partner.
And it was really funny because when they were interviewing Jax, they kind of did ask Leo like his take on everything. And Leo's exact words were, "So yeah, Jax, called me last week and told me that he was stepping away for his mental health." Okay, you're basically reading Jax's statement word for word. This is not what happened. Nobody thinks this is what happened. So stop trying to convince us that it is. I feel like you can tell that this guy is pissed off. I mean, he's trying to keep it together for the cameras, but honestly, dude, this was probably the worst business mistake you could ever make. So I would be pissed at Jax too, but more so be pissed at yourself for entrusting this man with your business. So we have Jax and his business partner being interviewed in front of Jax's, or what was Jax's, right? But next door, I guess there is this salon owner. And oh my God, you guys have to watch this TikTok that this guy posted during Jax's interviews.
Hey guys, Eddie James at the end of the dollar. Look what's happening next door. Right where I'm next door is where the Vanderpumps have that Jax. You know, that reality show. Look, there's Jax now. But look, the sign's coming down and it's the end of the one season wonder. Maybe I think they did 2 seasons, but Jax is kind of like done. So we go over here and check it out.
It's been an unbelievable run, and I'm really sad to see him go. But,
Everybody's gonna be sad to see you go.
yeah, hey, how's it going?
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not. I'm gonna come back.
Yeah.
I'll do some events here in the future, but I think
Nice.
for a while, for the direction that I'm
Well, there
going.
you have it. Jax is done now.
Jax is done now. Oh my God, that guy is cracking me up. He is iconic. Honestly, he is my hero because I'm pretty sure he feels the same way about Jax that we all do. And I'm sure is so relieved that he is no longer associated with the business next door. I mean, that's got to be bad for business around there. But anyway, this was just a funny moment. Now, the second funny moment also has to do with Jax. I don't know if you guys saw on Watch What Happens Live, but Jax was exposed for wearing lifted shoes to the reunion. Yes, this was originally posted by Face Reality 16 on Instagram, and I saw this and literally laughed out loud. I mean, I don't put it past Jax to do something like this, but in an environment where you're literally going to be sitting down on a couch for the entire time, I'm not sure this is necessary. So it actually proves to me that he wears these all of the time. These lifted sneakers with a hidden wedge inside that literally makes him 2.5 inches taller than he really is, guys. Oh my God. Just when we thought Jax Taylor couldn't get any more laughable, he does this. I mean, you can't make this shit up. This guy is doing these things to himself. I definitely got a cackle out of this. Shout out to Face Reality. And then Watch What Happens Live picked it up, and Jax was the jackal of the day. I loved it so much. I loved it so much. Okay, let's move on from Jax. I hope we don't have to keep talking about him, but if he keeps making a fool of himself, I have no choice but to spotlight that. But let's keep it in the Valley neighborhood because, yes, we've been talking a lot about Sheena and Brock lately. And there is a new headline coming out that I don't think people are going to be very happy about. Shay's back. Sheena Shay is a done deal to join the Valley cast after exposing husband Brock Davies' cheating past. The shocking departure of Jax Taylor left a spot open for another Vanderpump Rules alum to grace Bravo screens. Sheena Shay is a done deal to join the Valley cast after she exposed her husband Brock Davies' cheating past, the U.S. Sun can exclusively reveal. Production for season 3 of the Vanderpump Rules spinoff is about to be underway, and hot off the success of her recent memoir, the Bravo star scored a larger role on the show. According to an insider, Sheena, 40, will be stepping in next season, and it's already a done deal that she will be on the Valley cast. She is going to be in a larger role, and the show will explore the aftermath of her affair becoming public and other struggles within her marriage to Brock. It helps that she is already genuinely good friends with all of them and fits in naturally with the group. Producers feel it will be good to have another Vanderpump Rules bridge after Jax left. It just makes sense, the source claimed, while adding that filming is getting ready to roll right now. I cannot stress this enough, but no one asked for this. No one wants this. No one asked for this. In fact, it is the exact opposite. Fans have made it abundantly clear that we do not want Sheena and Brock back on our TV screens. And I don't know, it kind of seems like this was Sheena's goal of the whole book, hiding the affair, exposing it at this moment in time. I mean, let's be real. They just bought a new house in the Valley. They got to pay their bills. So I do think that was Sheena's goal with all of the press that's been going on lately about them. And it kind of seems like it might have worked, guys. I do have to say this. She is genuinely friends with most of the people in that group, and she is causing some drama. So I don't know. How do you guys feel about this? Do you want Sheena and Brock to come on? I know that the answer is no. I know that you guys are going to be screaming in the comment section, no, 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 I do not want Sheena and Brock. But is there a place for them to come in and, I don't know, talk about the affair, have that be part of the Valley storyline? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It does kind of seem like it would be a seamless fit and a seamless integration for her to come on. I just don't think that it's really necessary. I don't think we need to fill the void of Jax Taylor. I think we have a very strong cast without him. I mean, those reunion couches are packed full. I don't think we need to add any other new cast members. I think the cast is good just as it is, and I really don't think it's necessary to add Sheena and Brock. One more update on Sheena Shay. I don't know if you guys saw. Of course, we all know that her memoir, My Good Side, launched, a couple weeks ago at this point. And she actually posted this week that she made the New York Times bestseller list. Now, I saw this and I was like, what has our world come to? What has our world come to? That Sheena Shay is a New York Times best-selling author. There is no way. There is absolutely no way in hell that this is possible right now. But it looks like she did until you look further into it. If you look closely at the New York Times bestseller list and you see her book, you do see this dagger icon below the book information. And here's what that symbol means. In the New York Times bestseller list, a dagger symbol next to a book title indicates that some or all of its sales were generated by bulk orders. This means that large quantities of the book were purchased at once, often by the publisher or author themselves. I mean, this says it all. This says it all. This explains why Sheena Shay is on the New York Times bestseller list, because there is no way that that would happen in real life. I mean, I'm pretty sure that her book is free if you are a Spotify premium member. I am, and sorry, I'm not even going to listen to it, and it's for free. I hear that she's also been canceling stops on her book tour due to low ticket sales as well. So the fact that she made the New York Times bestseller list is honestly unbelievable. And so this dagger of death definitely makes sense. Somebody bought all of the books to get her to that point. And yeah, sorry, Sheena, we caught ya. Okay, let's jump from the valley to the city of Beverly Hills because we've got a lot going on there. Beverly Hills is filming right now, and we got some updates that I don't know, I think we're in for a season. The first of which, Denise Richards is back. TMZ reported Denise Richards returns to Real Housewives of Beverly Hills amid divorce drama. Denise Richards is stepping back into the Bravo spotlight and right in the middle of her messy split from estranged husband Aaron Pipers, TMZ has learned. Witnesses tell TMZ Denise filmed scenes for the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills Saturday night at Madre in Los Angeles. She joined Sutton Strack and Erica Jane for dinner, with cameras capturing her dramatic entrance and intimate conversations about her ongoing divorce battle. I am so here for this. Okay, so we know that Denise Richards' spinoff, The Wild Things, did not get picked up for season 2. But let's be real, Denise has a lot to say right now. She's been in and out of the franchise ever since she left her full-time role after all of the drama with Lisa Rinna. And with what she is going through right now, I want to hear more. I want to hear more from her side and hear more about her story going through this divorce. I was a little upset with everything going on that we would not be getting a season 2 of her spinoff because she has a lot to share. I mean, she is no stranger to this group, and neither is Aaron. I mean, they got married on this show. We've seen him at dinner parties pull out the 5G bullshit. I mean, all of these women know Aaron pretty well and have actually witnessed, their scenes. I think I said it last week or the week before of him threatening to crush her hand. I mean, these are instances that have been brought up on the show in the past. Therefore, I think it is a great opportunity for her to come back and talk about this with the other women. Let me know, are you guys here for Denise Richards to return back to Beverly Hills? Now, this is just a rumor. I've seen a couple tweets about this. I'm not sure. But what I have been hearing is that Denise and Jennifer Tilly might be coming into the group for next season as friends of. Therefore, Kathy Hilton might even just be demoted to a guest role, which is even lower than a friend of. She's going to be in less scenes and not as integral to the group dynamics. I love Kathy. I want her to be a friend of. I mean, if it was up to me, I'd have her as a full-time housewife. But I do think that Denise should integrate back into the group. I don't want to lose Jennifer Tilly either. I don't see why we can't have them all be friend ofs. Again, this is just a rumor that I heard, but we'll see how it plays out. I am excited to see Denise back in the midst of everything. But Denise isn't the only one on Beverly Hills that is facing legal issues. We know that Rachel Zoe is also going through a divorce, but this week it came out that Erica Jane is heading to trial. Last we saw of Erica Jane, she was happily in love, holding hands with Shrek. I kind of thought her legal issues were almost over, seeing as Tom has actually entered prison, but it looks like that is not the case. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Erica Jane headed to trial over $25 million spent during Tom Girardi marriage. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star Erica Jane is headed to trial over $25 million that her estranged husband Tom Girardi's now defunct law firm allegedly spent on her, Us Weekly can report. According to court documents obtained by Us, a federal court judge set the trial date for February 10, 2026. The legal drama started months after Jane's then-husband Girardi, 86, filed for bankruptcy after being accused of owing millions to third parties. Girardi was sentenced to 87 months in federal prison for an alleged years-long scheme where he embezzled millions from his clients in June 2025. He began his sentence the following month. As part of the bankruptcy, the court appointed a trustee to take over control of Girardi's law firm's finances and attempt to collect money to pay back Girardi's victims. After reviewing the records, the trustee filed a lawsuit against Jane, 54. The lawsuit claimed Girardi's law firm had used client money to pay personal bills, including over $25 million spent on Jane's company, EJ Global, over a 12-year period. The trustee believes Jane should pay the entire amount back and the money used to pay Girardi's creditors and debts. The firm allegedly paid EJ Global's credit card bills, glam costs, and various other expenses. The suit alleged defendants received jewelry and other luxury items purchased using the debtors' funds. Now, none of this is new information. We know about this $25 million that was transferred to EJ Global, Erica's company. However, I'm not sure I actually expected this to go to trial. As of right now, Erica Jane has been found of no wrongdoing. She is very adamant that she did not know where this money was coming from and that she thought that, Tom's law firm was extremely successful and that's where this money was actually coming from. So I don't think that there is any doubt that this money actually was transferred to her account and that she spent it. I think that's pretty clear. I think maybe in court or on this trial, what they will try to figure out is if Erica Jane knew that it was fraudulent money. I don't really know exactly. If any of you have dug into this deeper or have a legal background, let me know, drop it in the comments, because I am curious what they really have against Erica Jane. I think we already know that she spent this money and she's saying that she didn't know where it was coming from. So where do we go from here? Where does this trial go from there? Either way, this coming out while they are filming this season of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Erica is in for one hell of a season. She's been a little bit quiet, taking the back burner the past couple seasons. A lot of people have, called for her to be fired or even step back into a friend of role. But I think that this not only secures her role for this season, but also next season because the trial isn't happening until February. I have a feeling that cameras will be picking back up during that time. They're filming right now, which means they'll probably end in the fall sometime, and we'll have Beverly Hills kind of airing in the spring or summer of next year. So I think that's definitely what's going to be happening. A couple more Beverly Hills updates while we are there. Did you guys see that Sutton actually unfollowed Garcel on Instagram? I mean, that friendship is done. Or was it even real to begin with? I don't really know, but I have a feeling that Garcel is kind of going to be an Alexis Bellino type character on this season. The fact that she was on last season is no longer on this season, but people are still going to be talking about her. People are still going to be bringing up things from past seasons that she did. I'm sure Sutton is going to be talking about trying to fill that void because she really, at least, at the end of last season, didn't really have many other allies in that group. And it seems like she doesn't even have an ally in Garcel anymore. So I don't know. I am really curious to hear more about that. And finally, another thing that we absolutely did not need, Dorit has announced that she is writing a memoir. Dorit Kensley of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills announces new memoir, Unburdened. I am writing this book not just to look back, but to move forward with determination, grace, and honesty. Now, don't get me wrong. I actually love Dorit. I live for Dorit. She's one of my favorite Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I might get a little hate for that. But do we need this? Is this necessary? Has she lived a life that deserves a memoir? I mean, first we have Sheena Shay writing a memoir, which you guys know my thoughts about that. Now we have Dorit. I mean, what has she gone through in her life that makes her deserve a memoir? Sure, we have a robbery. I guess she was held at gunpoint. Of course, we all know she is going through a very tumultuous divorce from PK. Unless she is exposing PK for orchestrating that robbery in this book, I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't think we need a book from Dorit at all. But if you start to think about it, I'm pretty sure every single person on that cast has written a book besides Sutton. We've got memoirs or books from literally everybody else. So I guess this is just par for the course. It's almost like books are podcasts right now. Anybody seems to be able to write one. So I don't know what that says. I love reading. I'm actually a very big reader and I love The Housewives. So the fact that I'm not even someone who would read this book, I don't know, kind of says a lot. Okay, keeping it in the West Coast vicinity here. I'm sure you guys have seen the rumors swirling about NextGen LA. So we all know that NextGen NYC just finished its first season And boy, was it successful. I said last week, I love the show. I cannot wait for season 2. It has not been announced, but the numbers are looking great. So I am sure Bravo is going to be renewing it. And because of its success, they are now exploring a spinoff in LA. Now, the rumors going around right now have to do with who will actually be on that spinoff. Aside from the Housewives kids, which I will get to in a moment, I mean, LA is full of young Hollywood elite. We have a lot of people to choose from for this show, and two of the highest profile names going around were Landon and Alabama Barker. Now, I would actually be here for this, and I thought that there was a strong chance that they might do this because of their background, with the Kardashians, Travis and Courtney and all of that stuff. They definitely are used to being in the limelight, in the spotlight. So I kind of think this would be a great fit for them. But we got confirmation, unfortunately, that they probably will not be doing the show. However, we found out who might be. TMZ reported Alabama and Landon Barker not joining NextGen LA spinoff. Here's who might. Alabama and Landon Barker will not be joining a reality show centered around celebrity kids that's currently in development despite online rumors. Representatives for the Barker siblings tell TMZ, contrary to speculation, neither Alabama nor Landon has signed on for the Los Angeles-based project, which the production company hopes to shop to Bravo as a franchise spinoff of NextGen NYC. Our sources tell us those approached for the potential series include a host of second-generation celebrity offspring. Terry and Heather Dubrow's son, Nick, Kyle Richards' daughters, Alexia and Sophia Umansky, Larsa Pippen's son, Preston, Camille Grammer's daughter, Mason, Adrian Malouf's sons, and Dance Moms alum, Nia Sua. Now, with the success of NextGen NYC, I am kind of here for this and I will definitely give it a try. I do love following the Housewives kids. I love when the Housewives like Teresa and Meredith pop in for cameos. I mean, Kim Zolciak. It is TV gold, and we kind of grew up with these kids. So I definitely have a soft spot for them, and I love watching them grow up. However, what's the saying that like lightning doesn't strike the same place twice? I feel like we've done this before. We've had spin-offs of Southern Charm, like Southern Charm New Orleans. I never watched. We have spin-offs of Summer House, like Summer House Martha's Vineyard, which I did watch and I loved, but unfortunately it got canceled. So we've had success with a franchise. We tried to spin it off in other seasons and it just didn't work. So I'm not sure if this is going to be another example of that. However, we'll see where this goes. I'm not really quite sure if I am invested in any of these kids' lives as much as I am the others from New York, but we'll see. I think it has potential. Okay, the final story this week, I got to dive into all of the drama going on in the Love Island universe, specifically from season 6, Jana and Kennys breakup. Now, this happened pretty much right after I told you guys last week that Beyond the Villa was my comfort show. I loved it. They were so real. It was all authentic. Then literally like hours later, it came out that actually Kenny has been scamming us the whole time. None of what he was doing was real. He was basically exposed for being a lying piece of shit and using Janae for clout for this entire time. So there was a lot of back and forth on social media last week regarding Janae and Kenny. So they were spotted at David Dobrik's birthday party together in LA. The next morning, rumors started swirling that they had broken up because Janae not only unfollowed Kenny, but deleted all of the posts with him from her feed. Everybody started talking about it. Everybody was speculating that something happened at the party. A rumor came out that someone that Kenny had actually cheated on Janae with came up to them at the party and there was this whole scene. But that ended up not being true. What did end up being true was actually far worse. So amidst all of these cheating rumors, Janae posts an Instagram story that says, "Hi, my loves. Thank you all for your love and support. It means the world to me. As you know, Kenny and I are no longer together. Please know that I have seen all of the breakup theories and none have matched up to how terrible, disgusting, and disappointing it truly is. Discovering that someone you loved isn't who you thought they were and that the relationship you thought you were building hasn't been genuine since day one has truly been devastating. Thank you for respecting my privacy, and please know as a child of God, I will always be okay." So I saw this and I'm like, what could be more horrible than this? Then Dubois posted this blind that has since been confirmed over and over again by multiple cast members that says allegedly the tea on the breakup is that she found texts on Kenny's phone about his plan to stay with her for business, texts with friends calling her inappropriate slurs and names, which aligns with both Leah and Serena's statements calling him a clout chaser and a racist. This is absolutely devastating. You know how much that girl loved that man. But when you start to look at all of the signs, especially on Beyond the Villa, the writing is kind of on the wall. I mean, they had a long distance relationship. Then they moved to LA to do the spinoff Beyond the Villa, but he doesn't want to live with her after being together for a year and only just for a few months. I mean, it's only temporary. They're only in LA to film this show for the summer, and he doesn't even want to share an apartment with her. In fact, he has to get a separate apartment down the hall. Red flag. But the fact that he has been lying and pretending for an entire year is actually insane. This man is disgusting and is a perfect example of someone that we do not need on Love Island. I don't know what they need to do, but they need to change their entire application background check system. I mean, people are coming on the show for the absolute wrong reasons. They are being exposed right and left. And if somebody can come on this show, fall in love with somebody, stay together with them for a year for clout, for money, for business opportunities, and then wind up being exposed for it all being a lie, something needs to be done. Something needs to be done to make sure that these people do not end up on these shows, because some of these people are actually on the show for the right reasons. They do want to meet somebody, and Janae thought that she had. I am absolutely devastated for this girl. It's also ruined Beyond the Villa for me. I hope they start editing him out of scenes and everything moving forward, because I cannot even look at his face. But Janae has come out. She says she's okay. She says she will be okay. I know she's going to be okay. I mean, this girl has, her whole life ahead of her, and she deserves somebody who actually appreciates her for who she is. Well, that's it for the news this week. I did want to end with my segment, What Else We're Watching, because while there's a lot going on in the Bravo universe, sometimes you just need to escape to something else. What I've been watching right now is something that I feel like I'm a little bit late to the party, but the DCC Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders documentary on Netflix. When I tell you I am obsessed, I binged about 12 episodes in the last 24 hours. This show is so good, guys. If you have not watched it, head over to Netflix and binge it now, because it is that good. If you like Bravo, if you like reality TV, if you like anything that I talked about today, you will definitely love this show. I mean, I am so obsessed. Let me know if you guys have watched it in the comments below. And also drop your recommendations in the comments below. I'm always looking for new show recs, whether it's scripted, reality, anything on any platform, give them to me. I hope you guys have a great week ahead. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any more Bravo breaking news. And I'll see you guys next time.